There is this catchphrase, manifest your man, manifest money. And I found that in the moment, it feels very slow because you're focused on just one thing at a time. But over time, you will look up and you'll be like, wow, I've achieved so much in a short amount of time, and people wonder how that happens. Hey, CourtneyLSanders here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to me, I'm a full-time life and business coach, as well as wife and mom. Truly wear all the hats and do all the things, but I'm also super passionate about helping you turn your success story into a 6 or even 7-figure coaching brand. And in this video, we're gonna be talking about achieving your goals. I know the catchphrase is manifest your goals and how to make them happen even faster. And this is something that I'm gonna be talking about more on this channel because goal setting is such a huge part of my story. It's something that I've been very passionate about since, I was that broke college student just trying to achieve my goals of, finishing school and getting things back together and getting my life back on track, and then ultimately starting this business. And so it's very difficult to be a coach helping others achieve their goals if you haven't mastered the goal achievement process yourself. So if you see all of this stuff, people talking about, I want to manifest my best life, manifest my goals, we're gonna talk about that right now. All right, so full disclosure, I was thinking about what to title this, and this was actually gonna be like, how to achieve your goals faster or whatever, but I was searching keywords on YouTube, seeing what other people are talking about, and there is this catchphrase, manifest your man, manifest money, manifest your best life. So I said, okay, I'll play along. We're gonna manifest your goals faster, but I just have to put this disclaimer out there. When I'm talking about, I do not mean manifest from kind of this law of attraction standpoint. I'm talking about how to actually take action and achieve your goals. I don't believe that we can sit back and just kind of like think things and put them out into the atmosphere and expect them to come back to us, right? I'm not talking about asking the universe for anything, right? You guys know I'm a Christian, so everything I share, whether I explicitly say it or not, is coming from a biblical perspective, but I know manifest is a hot topic, so we'll play along and we'll talk about how to manifest your goals faster. So if you wanna know how to manifest, i.e. achieve and take action on your goals and your dreams faster, the first thing you need to do is you need to get into alignment. Get in alignment with what? Get in alignment with God and get in alignment with what's good. So I've shared about this in other videos, but for me, what I can say for sure is how I manifest my goals faster than I thought possible was truly getting in alignment with what God's will is for my life. So there's a lot of different paths that I could have taken. In fact, I actually have a podcast, I will link that, about how I hear from God and how I know God's direction for my life. But I cannot do a video on goal setting or goal achievement without talking about that, because it's truly how I've been able to supernaturally achieve a lot of different things. I make no illusions that, everything that I've accomplished is just strictly because of my own hard work. I'm definitely one about giving God the glory in that regard. And I know that I would not have been as successful as quickly as I've been had I not submitted my path, right? The Bible talks about acknowledge him in all your ways and he'll make your path straight, meaning you'll know exactly what you need to do next. So that is part of my goal achievement secret, is getting in alignment with God and getting in alignment with what's good, meaning what are the good things that he wants you to do for your life. All right, the next thing you need to do if you want to manifest your goals even faster is you need to break your goals down. So oftentimes people really think they're setting goals, but what they're setting are dreams. And I talk about this in detail actually in this video here, which is all about how to set goals like a millionaire. It's a great thing if you have a lot of dreams, but if you go after your dreams without first breaking them down into goals, and then breaking those goals down into projects, and then breaking those projects down into actual to-do items, it's gonna be very difficult for you to achieve whatever it is you wanna achieve. So do keep the dream in mind, but make sure that you're breaking it down so that you know exactly what actions you need to take. I am a stickler for breaking my goals down. I break them down into super bite-sized bits, and then I focus on just that bite-sized piece in front of me. And even though it sounds counterintuitive, like, oh, I wanna go after this big dream, so I need to focus on that, that will actually slow you down. If you break it down and then focus on just the small little bits, you will find that you are achieving those small little bits faster, and all of that tends to add up and creates a snowball effect where you're achieving your goals even faster than you thought possible. And along those lines, the third thing that you need to do is you need to keep your why in front of every what. So what I mean by this is oftentimes we get very overwhelmed by all the things we have to do in our lives. So maybe there's a goal that we're working on. Maybe you want to start and grow a business or build a personal brand. Maybe you want to generate generational wealth for your family. I have a video all about how you can create generational wealth starting today. Maybe you want to get into real estate. There's all kinds of things. Maybe you want to become a vegan or get healthier or lose weight or whatever it is that you want to do. It can feel overwhelming when you think about all the steps that you have to do. And so one thing that I do that really helps me manifest my goals faster and achieve my goals even faster is making sure that I know why before I focus on what I need to be doing. So even my to-do list, I have a whole process where each to-do on my to-do list, literally next to it, it will tell me what goal that to-do is related to and what dream that goal is related to. And so I find that as I'm looking at my to-do list, it almost like gives me more energy. I'm not getting overwhelmed because I'm actually excited now to do the things on my to-do list because I can see exactly what goal that is attached to or exactly what dream that is attached to. So something as simple as, I don't know, shoot YouTube videos. Maybe it could feel overwhelming. Oh my goodness, I have to sit down and think about what I want to talk about and script all these videos. And then you all know I batch create my content, so then I have to create all this content in a row. If I just look at the to-do, that can feel very overwhelming. But if I look at it in terms of, you know, my goal of growing a successful brand and ultimately my dream of living a tri-continental life and being able to do business all over the world, suddenly I'm super excited to sit down here and shoot these YouTube videos. And you can literally do this with anything. Even something as basic as washing the dishes. Oh, you know, I'm overwhelmed. There's so many dishes in the sink. I don't want to do this. Okay, what goal is that connected to? Oh, I want to create a peaceful, clean environment in my home. What dream is that connected to? I want to be able to host people and make great relationships in the city that I'm living in. And so having a clean house is important for that. Suddenly, you'll find that you're feeling more energized in order to clean those dishes. So make sure that you know your why before you focus on your every what. All right, I have more where that came from, but first I want to hear from you. What goal are you working on? Share in the comments below. The fourth thing you want to do if you want to manifest your goals even faster is you need to focus on the mile markers, not the destinations. And so this kind of relates back to what I was talking about in terms of how you really want to focus on breaking your goals down, not just focusing on that big dream, but you do need to get clear on what are the milestones that I'm going to be crossing on my way to my goal. I find that, again, everybody gets really excited where they want to achieve this big dream, but they don't even know what are the kind of sub-dreams that you need to be achieving to let you know that you are even getting closer. For instance, if I'm doing a road trip here in the United States and I want to take a road trip from, I don't know, Atlanta all the way to Los Angeles, yes, I know Los Angeles is my destination, but if I'm on the road and I see signs that say I'm headed towards New York, I know that I'm off track, right? Like, I know that New York is not on the way to Los Angeles from Atlanta, Georgia, right? I need to be seeing signs for, I don't know, maybe New Orleans, and then maybe for Houston or Dallas, if I'm cutting through Texas, and then Tucson, Arizona. Like, I need to be seeing signs that are heading me towards the western part of the country. And so it's the same thing in your goals. Oftentimes when we are working on really big dreams, it's very, very far out. We need to get clear on what are almost like the sub goals that should be happening, right? What are all the mini manifestations that should be happening in my life on the way towards the big dream that I'm trying to manifest? If I know what that is, then I know I'm on track and I know that I can continue taking the action that I'm already taking. This is key because if you're taking action and again, you're finding that you're not hitting the right milestones, right? You're on the road to Los Angeles and you're seeing signs for New York City, that lets you know that we got off track somewhere. And so we need to double back so that we can get on the right track. Knowing those milestones is so important because the last thing you want to do is spend all your time and effort doing the same activities that are actually leading you in the wrong direction. So make sure you know what your mile markers are and then judge yourself as you are working towards your goal. Every once in a while, periodically, check in, judge your own progress for yourself and say, am I achieving the things that I should be achieving on the way to this goal? If the answer is no, it's okay, but you know that you need to go back and make corrections somewhere. All right, the fifth thing you need to do if you want to manifest your goals even faster is you need to focus on the one thing. So I actually got this from a book that I highly recommend. It's called The One Thing. It's written by Jay Papasan and Gary Keller, and they talk about this focusing question. And this focusing question is, what is the one thing I need to do such that by doing it, it makes everything else either easier or unnecessary? really what this focusing question is, and again, I got that from the book, The One Thing, really what this is about is prioritization. Part of how you manifest your goals even faster is by understanding your priorities. And this is important because the thing that needs to be the most high priority thing that you focus on in your life isn't always the most important. For instance, maybe your children are the highest priority. However, you need to be prioritizing your health, because if you don't prioritize your health, you're not gonna be having much time with your kids. You're gonna be sick, or heaven forbid, your life is gonna be cut short. Or maybe you prioritize, say, your children's education, but maybe you live in an area where the schools aren't good and you know that you need to figure out a way to get your kids into a better school district. Perhaps in that instance, you need to be prioritizing your career or prioritizing making more money. Granted, it's not the most important thing in the world, but it's the highest priority so that you can get to the most important thing in your world. So this is what I'm saying, and I definitely recommend that you check out that book. You have to identify what is the one thing you need to be focused on that is high priority, and that is almost like that first domino, that if you knock it down, it's gonna knock down all the other dominoes automatically. That's something that I've done since the very beginning, not just in my business, but in my personal life. I recognize what needed to be priority first, right? So when I was first getting started in my coaching business, I realized that I need to prioritize mastering a skill, a high income skill that I could coach other people on. And my first coaching program was all around self-discipline. And so once I got successful in that, it almost knocked down another domino where people started coming to me saying, how is it that you are teaching people about self-discipline and you're making all this money in like this kind of life coaching arena? How are you doing that? That opened up the doors for me to get into business coaching. And so then I started doing business coaching sessions, and then that knocked down another domino where I could start doing more one-on-one work with people, which then knocked down another domino where people were paying to come to my events, which then knocked down another domino where I could create a course that people were interested in purchasing. And so everything in my life has been this kind of cascading domino effect where I focused on the first most high priority thing, and that knocked down the next thing that I ended up tackling. And I found that in the moment, it feels very slow because you're focused on just one thing at a time. But over time, you will look up and you'll be like, wow, I've achieved so much in a short amount of time, and people wonder how that happens. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did and you'd like my help in helping you knock down dominoes in your own business, I highly recommend that you join my brand new coaching program, the Next Big Name Bootcamp. In there, I share all of my behind the scenes secrets on how I've been able to build this coaching brand truly from scratch without a certification, and how I can help you do the same as well. We have plenty of testimonials that you can check out if you click the link below. And if you're interested, you can click to apply, and someone on my team will speak with you all about how you can get involved in the program. All right, thanks so much. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want even more where this came from, make sure that you are following me on my podcast, The Courtney Sanders Show, on both iTunes and Spotify. And if you want even more where that came from, make sure you're following me on Instagram. It's CourtneyLSanders on Instagram. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.